Act 2, Starlight Sonata, Chapter 9, Crossing the Threshold. It's Fable again. Good morning, innkeeper. Could you please make me a drink? I need something to wake me up and help me feel agile again. Of course, Fable. Just a moment. And Fable is probably going to go with her Swift Strike again because I don't know if I have anything else. Yeah, Swift Strike. There we go. I need a recipe that is going to do 3... that meets that 3 dexterity again. Swift Strike. Into the vortex. There you go. Thank you. I feel so much better already. Long night? Very. Turns out there were a lot of farmers who needed help. Regret offering it? Not at all. I really enjoyed being able to help people. Before, I just used to wish I could help, but I never felt competent enough to try. It's fun to try, a bit exhausting at times, but I think I much prefer this over waiting around. I still could use a bit more practice, though. That's fair. Just make sure you're also taking breaks. You'll have a much easier time helping other people if you're not close to passing out yourself. That's what I have your drinks for. My drinks are not a gateway to burnout. I admire your kindness, Fable, but you, too, should fall under the umbrella of people you're being kind to. I mean, I am pretty good at falling. You're pretty good at a lot of things. I try. I know. Stay and have a rest now, okay? Okay, thank you. Oh, we have someone new. Good day to you, innkeeper. Good day to you too, adventurer. Yes, an adventurer, that is what I am indeed. I come here seeking a drink. What a coincidence. I do happen to have some of those in stock. What can I get you? What kind of drinks do adventurers usually get? Dude, you're failing your deception roll. Whatever drink they desire. Then, well, I could do with something that tastes good. Of course. Perhaps something that can protect me from my foes? Defense is the base of every adventurer's skill set, is it not? Possibly. Let's try it out. Right, what do we want? Something with 3... I already forgot what he... Oh, we have... That's the scandal there. No one's taken up that one. Okay. So we have more on... And we've got to have it. Yeah, there's Scully and Melina. We have... Oh, I bet because we added something. I'm totally not procrastinating. Oh, no, I see where it is. I see where it is. This one. Over here. Scandal and Zoford. Okay. These, I just love the fact that there's magical lakes, Lonesome Lagoon. Alright, anyway. Something with 3... Let's do... What's the other one? Frosted Lagoon is the other one. Or First Snow. Let's do First... yeah, let's do First Snow again. That one was fun. I forget which... Yeah, I think this one... Because then we just needed one decks, and then the rest of it was all... There we go. First snow. Liquid protection against your foes, now for half the price. Thank you so very kindly. Do you like it? Well, yes, of course. Then you should say so. I apologize. I forgot to do the thing where you say your words out loud. I get that. Now you have acquired a drink. Care to introduce yourself? How incredibly rude of me to forget. I am Gustav Archibald Richmond III, son of Lord Gustav Albert Richmond II and Lady Dorothea Bridget the 27th. An up-and-coming hero from Windmore, and who might you be? The up-and-coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you here. And I'm Fable of the Ashen Grove. Your Fable? Yes. Is that a bad thing? The Fable that saved Tregarin from werewolves? The very same. Wow, what an incredible pleasure to meet you. I've heard so many things about you. Oh, good things, I hope. Of course. They say your skills with the bow single-handedly saved the village from 2 bloodthirsty werewolves. I wouldn't phrase it quite like that. They are very good with a bow. Incredible. I wish I possessed such spectacular skills. They spoke of you helping with the aftershocks of the Starfell as well. I mean, that's a given. I need to help out when I can. You truly have the heart of a folk hero. How admirable. What about you, Lord Gustav Archibald Richmond III? What are you the hero of? Well, I'm currently leaving my backstory era. I'm in the first act, so to speak, on my journey of becoming a full-blown adventurer. I've had a bit of a late start, but I shall catch up with haste. Also, Archie is just fine. You don't have to say the whole thing every time. Well, Archie, if it's haste you're looking for, I can help with that. Your drink actually has a little bit of speed to it. Someone gifted me some golden feathers a few days ago. Prepared as an infusion for the right drink, they can hasten you up in no time. Really? That's spectacular. I always thought those things were myths or legends you only read about in books. Do you read a lot? Oh, you know, sometimes. Not that much. You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventures, and books are so full of them. They are. I'm just too cool for books. I take back my drink. Books are cool. You think so? Speaking personally, I inherited a love for books from my grandmother, and I am currently filling up my 13th bookshelf. Yes, I do. I mean, look at the Innkeeper's Journal. It's super cool. The coolest. Oh, well, actually, maybe I do read quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it. Don't worry. We're all a little weird sometimes. What kind of books do you like? Anything full of adventures and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. Obviously, my parents would much prefer if I read other things such as books on etiquette or the newspaper. I'm sure they would love it if I wrote a dissertation on the intricacies of the diarrhea negotiations, or even become a diplomat myself. That sounded weird. But I think I would fare much better as the savior of this world, don't you think? Those negotiations, I'm unfamiliar. It's all terribly boring, really. They're renegotiating trade routes due to the collapse of a canal bridge that was hit by a horde of spinal rhinoceroses. It's not going all that well because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs, the mainland or... can't pronounce that word. Dowry itself. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep. Then perhaps we should get back to more exciting topics. How do you plan to start off your hero's journey? By doing something heroic, of course. What's something heroic I could do? You could start by helping the local farmers. They're still rebuilding their homes and relocating their cattle as we speak. Great idea. How much gold should I give them? Gold? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind gold, but I was thinking about lending them a hand, you know, physically, with your literal hands. Ah, okay. So I would go to the farmers and ask what they need help with. Of course, that sounds... I shall figure it out. Thank you for the inspiration, Fable. It has been an honor meeting you. I hope we shall cross paths again. Till my next quest, Innkeeper. Till then. That was adorable. Weird. Not because of him. He heard about me being a hero? That doesn't sound right. But you are a hero. Not really. I didn't even do that much yet. Not enough to be inspiring to anyone anyway. Don't think that's your call to make, Fable. There are much greater heroes than me out there. Fable, there's always going to be someone that's better. You can't compare yourself to someone else's highlight reel. He wasn't impressed by other heroes. He was impressed by you. That's nice. You don't sound very happy about it. I am. It's really flattering, but I just don't think I did enough to deserve his praise. I'm just some elf. It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. I'm personally going to keep bragging about knowing Fable, the great hero of the Ashen Grove and savior of Trigaran. Alright, I get it. Thank you, Innkeep. I'll try better to accept compliments. Good. Quest taken. Hello, Innkeeper. Hello, Fable. Hello, Melli. Hello, Malachite. It's good to see you both again. Likewise, right, Mel? Silent, brooding type. Can I offer you two a drink? Actually, you can offer us a quest. Are you talking about the one you just picked up by chance? Your incredible deduction skills strike again. I'm only trying to match wits here. Hehe. So you're interested in saving those poor familiars? I am. Missing familiars, silent wizards, clues leading to a seemingly dead end. This sounds like a case for the world's greatest detective. And her sneaky assistant. They do sound like a great team. They're not a team. But they are going on a quest together. They are not. Then why are you here? She didn't want to come here alone. She said she couldn't reach the quest board. She literally just pulled it off the board herself. And I needed a drink anyway. So you're sending Melli on a quest? Alone? As is customary. That's how the Shadowbanes have always handled it. I know it's an honored tradition of the Shadowbanes, but Melli isn't a part of the Shadowbanes. But she wishes to walk the path of thieves, so she must embrace their lifestyle. I think she was trying to walk the path of a detective. And that just sounds dangerous and negligent. I agree. You're not coming with me? No. Why not? I just explained that. Badly. But you have to come with me. Why? It's clearly a job for two people. There's no job that can't be done alone. What if I need someone to sneak into the crime scene to gather evidence? Didn't you want to go on this quest to test your stealth training? But what if I get nervous? What if I forget how to be stealthy? Or what if none of the familiars want to talk to me? I don't know, Melina. And what if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex? Who cares? I do. The T-Rex threat is much lower in Zoford. I think you should go with her. I'm gonna go with that one. If the monsters finally catch up to me, that's how it's meant to end. I think you should run away from the monsters, not towards them. That would depend on your choice of lifestyle. Well, your lifestyle should include going to Zoford with me. Listen, Melina, even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations, things to do. You're a thief. You don't have fixed working hours, and you don't have any other friends waiting around for you. Maybe not, but I do have a sheepfish to take care of. You have a sheepfish? I do. His name is Rufus, and he doesn't do well alone. Plus, he needs to be fed, and to do his daily crossword puzzles. Otherwise, his wool will go strawy. Oh, well, you're right. You can't just leave Rufus alone. He'll get lonely. Yeah. I could take care of Rufus. What? Malachite has seen their excuse slip away. Well, I live nearby and I'm very good with animals and pretty decent at crossword puzzles. That sounds like an excellent idea. What if Rufus doesn't like you? Who doesn't like Fable? He will, certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies. You sing? Sometimes. Maybe you can sing a song about how Mal and Rufus got eaten by a T-Rex while the familiars booed me out of town. I think I'd prefer a song about you and Malachite saving those familiars instead. Right, Mel? Fine, but just this once, see it as a final exam for your training. Yay! That sounds fun. Wonderful. So do you two need any help on your quest? Don't know. What do you think, Detective? Well, it's great that you would ask, mighty assistant. Please don't call me that. Okay, Mighty Mal then. No. How about John? Sure. So, John, thanks for asking. I have studied the quest given to us closely. And I have come to the conclusion that there's only one option. This is a classic case of finding the right clues sprinkled throughout the witnesses' testimonies and piecing them together correctly. The townsfolk, the wizards, the familiars, they'll all have different conflicting information, and we'll need to collect and untangle it all to see the whole picture. But to achieve that, we need to be charismatic enough to get the truth out of them. And for those who still refuse to talk to us out of guilt or fear, we'll need to activate our stealth powers. Find those hidden clues ourselves. Also, we should be quick so we can't destroy any evidence. I can offer you some of your golden feathers. They do come with a sweet aftertaste of haste. That way you should be able to make it to Zoford much quicker. Great idea! I think you underestimate the severity of the situation. What would you suggest instead, John? I agree with the stealth part. We could use a hint of dexterity to make sure we remain unseen for as long as possible. But I believe our focus should be on overpowering whoever is responsible for this. If they're making familiars disappear, they won't be interested in a discussion. Not a fair one, at least. We should fight first, ask questions later. I guess you got bored of the stealthy approach. Different problems require different solutions. If you're itching for a fight, may I recommend fresh Phoenix chilies. Some fire resistance could be a big advantage against wizards or familiars. Whether a fireball or fire breath, you wouldn't want to walk in unprepared. Does Andu have fire breath? Technically, yes, but he's usually too lazy to use it. It helps a bunch with roasting marshmallows, though. I'd love to try Andu's marshmallows. I'll see if I can set something up when you return. Thank you. I think some s'mores could also help convince those familiars to help us. That's ridiculous. A dagger would be far more convincing. I think both could work. Innkeeper, what do you think? They definitely need a little bit of dexterity for sneaking around, but what should they pair it with? Haste for a quick arrival and charisma for smooth talking, or pure strength and some fire resistance? Let me think about it. Okay, so we have two choices. And I'm really leaning towards the charisma and haste, which this leads me to believe maybe 2, possibly. Just want to see what all of our options are. So Spoken Heart goes to 3 crowns. Sunny Breeze goes to 3 crowns. So let's do a Sunny Breeze. This one also has the golden feather in it. So let's do the golden feather. Okay, and then we're going to have 1, 2. Okay. Then we need to have... Oh. Yeah, we did have to have 3. Then we have to have 1, 2. No, then that... Hold up. Oh, because it... Hold on. Okay. I misread that. Okay. So we could do 2 of the brain. There we go. Or 3 of the brain. Because we have that minus. So we have a Sunny Breeze. So here we go. I think this case needs a delicate hand. The best detective work is achieved through clever conversation. Ha! You're spot on. I'm gonna side with Melli on this one because it is her quest and she... that was her idea. So kinda need to let her take the lead. Guess this is how I die. Don't be so pessimistic. My drinks have your back. Do you think you're prepared to solve this case, detective? Yes. With your help, we'll complete this quest with haste. We'll be back soon. Best of snooping. I should go with them to pick up that sheepfish before they disappear into the night. Don't forget to sing him a lullaby. Rufus or John? Rufus. Right, obviously. I'm gonna go now. Have fun, Fable. Good luck, Melli and John. Chrissy's back. Innkeeper. Chrissy, glad to see you're all right. Likewise, good to see you and the tavern are unharmed. It's quite the disaster out there. And I'm just passing through, don't have time to stay for long. Need to check on the cottage and the birds and Fable. I'm sure everything is as it was. The canopies of the grove are sturdy after all. Which is why I chose to make it my home, that and the landscape. I hope your trip was nice at least. Oh, it was. It felt good to recharge and refill the creative juices. We walked a lot, actually. Almost mapped out the whole island. We also hiked to the foot of the Borean Ridge, where the auroras touch the peaks. I heard the view is quite remarkable. It was. I'd never seen anything like it before. It was the first time I got to catch a glimpse of them. Also caught a glimpse of the infamous Banshee. Everyone told us to avoid the lonely lagoon because of her, but it's too beautiful to ignore. I doubt the Banshee means any harm. Everyone yearns for a friend after all, even scary creatures. It gets lonely as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you. People shouldn't be. No one can choose who they're born as, and we should accept them as they are. I have a few patrons who'd really appreciate hearing that. Then I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got you something. Oh? Remember the nymphs from when we last spoke? I do. I met one at the art convention. She was selling little homemade trinkets. I remember our conversation and got you this. It's a little... whatever that is. I thought you might appreciate it. It's beautiful, Chrissy. Thank you. I do. Thank you. It'll certainly always have a special place in my heart, knowing it came from you. Aw, you're such a sweet talker, but you can't trick me into giving you my name. What would I want with names? Nothing good, that's for sure. But for realsies, I have to leave now. I've been gone for too long. See you around, Innkeep. See you around, Chrissy. Take care of yourself. Always. And it's evening, and we have grass. Baya, good to see you again. It's been a while. Yes, a while. A while. 6,000 years. More like 2 months. Oh, I thought I had hibernated longer. You've hibernated? At this time of year? It was for the Bloomtide Festival. It happens near my swamp every year during the Dreaming Moon. Druids and bards join together in search of the moon pool for 2 whole weeks. They dance, they laugh, they scatter pretty little flowers everywhere. They hope if they can satiate the land, it will lead them to the reflection of the cosmos. You mean the set of mythical lakes that's said to reflect all of the 7 moons at once? Yes, ever since the Twilight Chasm portal opened up within them a mere 30 years ago, travelers have become increasingly obsessed with bathing in their beauty. Such festivities sound exciting. No! They are loud, with their songs and their arguing about getting lost in the endless maze of the marshes. And they walk around with torches of burning ember that they swing too close to my precious vines. Why would you bring fire into a swamp? It is a little rude. Exactly. You know, I tried to join them one time. Their dainty flowers intrigued me, and I snuck up to them, dressed in my prettiest poison ivy adorned with thorns of the undying trees. And you know what they did? What? They chased me away with their fiery brooms, chanting, "Demon, be gone!" from the top of their tiny lungs. So now I hibernate every dreaming moon. That way I don't have to listen to their jolly tunes. Yeah, maybe you should give them another chance. Very few Gaians are familiar with the creatures of the bogs. Only with the stories about their bone-crushing teeth. What's wrong with bone-crushing teeth? They think you might want to crush their bones with them. Ah, but that would be so rude. They don't think that way. But I think if they got to know you, they'd like you a lot. After all, you make the best flower crowns in all of Gaia. Maybe even all of Asteria. Those sound perfect for a festival. You might be right. Maybe I'll greet them with some flower crowns next year. I could even open up a seasonal flower crown store. I would definitely buy one. I actually have one I got from a Renaissance fair. Narg. But right now, I'm awake and thirsty. Do you have swamp water on the menu today? I'm all out, sorry. Too bad. Something else then. Oh, I know. Do you still have those drinks that make you feel like an itsy bitsy spider? I want to feel fast and dangly. In fact, I still do. Give me one moment. I think this is, yep, this is a Swift Strike. And I was completely inconsistent with any attempt at doing a voice for that. As I tell my players, my accent doesn't get covered up. All my NPCs end up having a Texas accent. Order up. A spider's agility in a cup, just for you. Oh, delicious. I feel like I could scale any spider web and devour any fly. Thank you, innkeeper. What woke you up from your slumber anyhow? The night sky fell into my dirt hut. It burned my favorite weeping willow to bits. I am replanting it into many smaller sniffing willows. They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that tried to extinguish them. It's a powerful nutrient. Sounds tasty. After the trees and winds and pillbugs calmed down, I had planned to go back to sleep. All that calamity made me awfully tired. But then I saw this creature standing between the tree lines, staring at me with its glowing eyes, like it wanted to consume me. So you said hello? So I said hello. Turns out it was scared, not hungry. Who was it? A young lichen. He was sent my way by his niece and little Fable. I miss Fable. They're usually here. Where are they? If I had to guess, probably pet sitting a sheepfish and helping out whoever needs it. Ah, they are so sweet. They sent the lichen for me to cure. I once spoke of an ancient recipe I discovered that I thought might cure the affliction. Can it? No. It was just a recipe for really good tea. Let me guess. Ginger? Yes. He was very distraught that I couldn't help him. Didn't even want any tea. I tried to cheer him up by offering him some coupons for my new spa, but he didn't want those either. His fur could have used a wash. I didn't know you opened a spa. It's new. I wanted to shower my flowers in mud and pools with everybody, so we can all look beautiful together. That sounds wonderful, Baya. I agree. Can I leave some of my coupons here? Yeah, sure. Thank you. Please hand them out to all of your customers. I will happily share this fantastic offer with them. You could also come here more often and hand them out yourself. But there's no one else here. Except the jackdaw. Do you want a coupon, little creature? I will leave you one in your nest. No one's here because it's almost closing time, Baya. You have to come earlier during the day or earlier in the evening or during events. But there will be people here. Okay, newsflash. If you invite people to your spa, people are going to go and you're going to still have people there. Yes, I believe that's the point. Nah, too scary. I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupons. Will do. And we feed Andu. Sweep up. And turn off the lights.